guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another review for you. I will be reviewing the touch markers and compare them to the Copic markers. Now, quick little disclaimer, I bought these products myself. Nobody is paying me to say what I'm going to say in this review. These are all my opinions. Now, let's move on to the review. First, let's talk about the boxes they come in if you buy them in a set. I really like the box of the touch markers. It has this soft plastic box that feels really nice. I will insert the plain plastic box from Copic right here somewhere so you can see for yourself. Now, when you open the touch box, you will notice that there are also two small plastic or acrylic little boxes in there. I really like that about this set because I can put them on display and it just looks nicer than the Copic boxes. I got the set of 24 and they have a good mixture of various colors that I'm gonna put to the test. Now let's move on to the packaging. Once you put them side by side, you can clearly see some differences. The Copics are a lot skinnier and they don't have any weird edges or curves that the touch has. I personally prefer the design of the Copics. One other thing I really like about the Copics is that they have this gray stripe so that you can recognize on which side the brush tip is. They also have it pictured, but that picture is so small that it might not be there at all. On the touch markers, you really have to look at the pictures because there's no gray stripe. The pictures are big enough and the words brush and broad medium really help you recognize which side is which, even without the gray stripe. But once you turn them to the other side, you can't tell where the brush tip is except for the Copics because of the gray stripe. Now, I know this sounds a bit nitpicking. I'm just showing you all the differences I noticed so that you can make the better choice. Now let's compare the brushes. I switched to a brand new Copic marker for this because the blue one you saw me use earlier is a bit beaten up and it would not be a fair comparison. So when I compare the two Copics to each other, you can see the difference between the brand new one and the used one. When you hold them side by side, you don't see much of a difference between the touch and the Copic. Once I bring them closer, you notice that the Copics are a little bit skinnier. Not a lot, but you can definitely see that. They are not longer, it's just that the body of the Copic is skinnier than the one from touch. Now let's compare the broadside on these. Here you can see the differences even without me bringing them closer. The Copic is thinner while the touch looks pretty thick in comparison. The Copic is also more tilted. The angle is sharper than on the touch, but the touch is broader so you can cover a larger area faster than you would do with a Copic. Before I move on to the drawing, I wanted to test out how they work with each other. The reason for that is simple. If you have some Copics and some touch markers, ideally you want to use them both together in one art piece. While they both perform equally good on this test, the Copics lay better over the touch than the other way around. Now let's try them on a drawing while I talk about prices and some other things. Keep in mind that the prices I'm going to tell you are from the official US website of Copic. There's also a German and a UK version, but they only ship to Germany and England respectively, so it's kind of pointless. The Copic sketch costs $7.99 on the official website and they have 358 colors, and the chow costs $5.49 and they have 180 available colors. I'm sure you can find them cheaper elsewhere as they are widely available. I personally get mine from my local art store where the sketch costs €5.89 and the chow costs €3.89. The touch markers have 204 available colors. I did not find any official website from them. If you know of any, let me know. My local art store does not carry them, so I ordered mine from Amazon and I paid €92 plus €10 shipping. So that came to a total of €102. So each marker costed me 4.25 euros. Both of these are refillable and the nibs are replaceable. Shinhan states that the markers are odorless. I don't agree with that. They don't have the strong alcohol smell that the Copics have, but they are definitely not odorless. The colors are rich and vibrant on both of these. I did use one touch marker and in one of my previous drawings. If you want to watch that, I have it linked here on the sidebar as well as in the description box. The touch markers are firm while the Copics are softer. I guess this has to do with the fact that the nib on the Copic is skinnier. The touch will give you more control, but I'm pretty sure that you can color in very fine details and lines better with Copic. I personally was struggling more to stay in the lines with the touch markers than I do with the Copics. One other thing that bothered me is the layering of colors that don't belong in the same color family. Now, if you watched one of my older videos where I talked about how to layer Copic markers correctly so that you can get an even blend, you will see that when you stay in the same color family, it's much easier to blend the colors. The dark blue I have here is not in the same family with the others. The two light blues blended great. The mid-tone and the darker one did not. I had the same issue with both brands, but the Copic was less of a pain. It did not bleed so much, and the end result was so much better than the result I had with touch. So, bottom line, I do like the touch markers. Will I switch? No. They are not that much cheaper for me, and they don't have as many colors as the Copic markers do. Now, to be completely honest with you, I really like the Chow line. There's no difference in performance to the sketch. They use the same nib, the same ink, and they both are refillable. They are cheaper, a lot cheaper, than both the sketch and the touch markers, and they have a great selection of colors. Now, what I would do is I would just buy the Chow line, and the colors that I can't find in the Chow line, I will just get those from the sketch or the touch. Again, prices are different in each country. I'm talking about my personal experience. You just have to compare the prices for yourself. I hope this review was helpful and that it will make your shopping decision easier. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit that little bell button if you want to get notified of my upcoming videos. And I will see you next week. Bye guys!